Hello and welcome to a brand new preview episode for Black on Black Cinema. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my co-host, Micah.
Hello.
All right, guys, we're back. Tiara bailed on us this week. Apparently she has something better to do. But this is a preview for episode 218, Lakeview Terrace.
This is a Tiara pick,
Yep.
folks.
Tiara special.
I haven't seen this. I don't think Jay has seen this.
I have not, no. This is Tiara's favorite movie. It's weird. She has a Lakeview Terrace tattoo on her back. Big picture of Samuel L. Jackson harassing interracial couples in it. She's a big fan of the
she's a big fan of Patrick Wilson having sex with black women. That's what
that's true.
That's what she's a big fan of. And so yeah, this will be interesting. I have no idea what to expect from this movie. I have no idea if it's good bad, if it's bad. I have no idea if it's like over the top Sam Jackson. I'm hoping. I'm wishing.
Yeah, that's what I want.
But we'll see.
Yeah, we're going totally light on this for this week. This isn't going to be a heavy mental lift. This movie is about a troubled and racist, wow, right off the top, a troubled and racist African-American LAPD officer will stop at nothing to force out a friendly interracial couple who just moved in next door to him. Look,
a white person wrote that log line.
Absolutely they did. Absolutely they did. Look, a white person probably wrote this movie. Let's get real. I will be, as you would assume, I will be taking the stance in this review as I will be rooting for Samuel L. Jackson in this movie, as of course I will.
Okay. Now look, I just looked up who wrote this movie. David Lawfrey.
Yeah.
Some of the we've done a couple movies of his.
Oh, good.
One that we did came out right after this movie came out. It was a little film starring Idris Elba and Beyonce.
Oh no! Obsessed. Oh shit! Oh, this is gonna be a great review. This is gonna be awesome. I'm all in now. I'm all in.
And he wrote another movie starring Michael Ealy, Mike Coulter, and Hilary Swank called Fatale.
Oh my God!
This might be a fun.
I didn't know that. Oh, that's too good. Yeah, no, this is a good pick. All right, I got to give TR all the credit in the world then. Oh man, this guy's 2 for 2 in my eyes. 2 for 2 with ridiculous ass movies. Fatale was less great, but what was the other one you said?
Obsessed.
I
had a ball. With
Obsessed is amazing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Okay, all right. You know what? I'm all in. All right, so. Again, very light week next week for Lakeview Terrace. You can watch, this is on Amazon. You can rent it on Amazon. I think if you have Stars, they have it to stream. And then obviously you could find it, in probably a bargain basement bin at Walmart or something. So yeah, check out Lakeview Terrace for that episode. All right, random topic this week.
So I want to pick your brain about dad shit.
Okay.
Right now, I know my son is a little bit older than your daughter. Just want to compare notes
Right.
for a bit. So one thing that and it's wild, man, because it's like every time there's like the year milestone,
Oh boy.
like it feels like they change, right? Like he wasn't doing this at 2, right? Like,
do you promise? Do you promise?
Yeah, it changes. It doesn't necessarily change for the better. Three is kicking my ass, man. 3 is really kicking my ass.
2.5 is kicking my ass. So I get it.
Yeah, get ready.
Lord.
He does a number of things. One of the things he does when I'm holding him or he's sitting on my lap and we're just like reading books or something, and he's looking at me, right? He'll hold on to me, right? But he'll hold on to my throat, right? Like this.
That is not a thing.
Please don't choke.
That's not a thing that happens in my household. No.
Like,
No.
please don't choke me. Don't choke me. And so he knows what choking is now because I said choking and I shouldn't have said like choking because I don't want him going to school and being like, I choked daddy. Like what? Like no.
Or daddy choked me, which is also
right.
not, yeah, that's not good.
Which is even worse.
Yeah.
And he does this thing now where he likes to stomp. He likes to stomp. And it's one thing. So we don't have a basement on our lower level. We don't have a basement. So he can stomp all the hell he wants. I don't give a shit, right? Like ain't nobody hear it, right? But upstairs, he tends to boom, 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 boom. And he really likes to do it. I tell him, all right, look, it's time for bed. Take your clothes off. I'm going to go get your bath water ready or whatever, right? But start taking your clothes off. Take his clothes off. And then he'll stomp, throw his clothes in a hamper, but he takes his pants off first because that's the thing he can take off easily. So he's just Donald ducking it.
Yeah, he's shirt cocking.
Yeah, and I'm just like, yo, this is the weirdest shit ever, yo. Like, I'm gonna need you to really just stop doing this because this is like
this is unacceptable behavior.
This is not a good image that I'm looking at right here.
I don't have that. Obviously, I don't have that image, or I don't have that issue. Yeah, my daughter definitely does a stomping thing. She is not a quiet child by any means. She's asleep now as I look at my phone. But this is as quiet as it gets. No, when she's awake, man, it's like a college band in here. Like it's nuts. Yeah, the stomping thing is weird. Like my daughter she has no ability to like play it easy on anything. She just doesn't. Yeah. Like it's just kind of wild to watch. She's like full throttle all the time. Anybody who tells you girls are really easy when they're young, that's bullshit. No, they're not. That's kid to kid. It's not. Girls are not easier than boys at a younger age. I don't think so. Like I see her interacting with like little boys in her class and stuff like that. Nah, yo, they barely keeping up. Like they're barely keeping up. And she's just like she's bigger than them. Like she's a fairly tall kid too. So she's just ain't no fucking pushover bullshit over here. I wish. You can't just put her in her pocket and just walk around. No.
Yeah. Little girls aren't like little delicate flowers, man. Like it's not. Yeah.
Like the fucking flower from Little Shop of Horrors. Like what the fuck are you talking about? Like, get out of here. No, they're as tough as you make them. Like it is what it is.
Yeah, man. Like we went. See, and I mean, I guess he's kind of like me. My son, like in public, he's not, he don't act like that. But at home, he just fucking wilds out. Like we went to, what was this place? It was called like Sky Zone or something like that.
Oh,
it's
a
trampoline place.
Yeah, those look
It's
cool.
a trampoline place. Yeah, they're really cool unless you're 240 pounds and just fucking got weak shins.
You just go down, you don't bounce up. Sir, this is not designed for you. Get off.
Quite the opposite. I go down so far that I bounce up real high, and it's just like, oh shit! Like I can't. Like it feels weird, right? Like, and I'm way too tall and way too heavy to be bouncing up and down like that, right? Like it would be like seeing a Great Dane on a trampoline. Like, it's not. It don't work, yo. It don't like. God what the fuck? Like it don't work.
Look at that baby giraffe. Let's laugh at it.
And he's just like bouncing around, but he doesn't like I don't know. He doesn't act like too crazy, but at the same time, like I went on this thing and I'm like, oh, this looks really fun, and it's just a trampoline. I can do this, right? Like it's just a trampoline. Yo, it's a workout, man.
Yeah,
like,
I've always wanted to go to one of those places. I've never been.
It's fun, man, but it's like it'll leave you sweating if you're doing it right. But yeah, man, like he doesn't act like that in public, which I guess is a good thing, right? I don't want some hellion out there in public, but
Right.
but yeah, man, when we're home the other day, I went to take him to, and this is, this is all part of being 3, I guess. He don't listen to me no more.
Like, nah, that shit don't work. That
nah,
button is turned off. I'll see you at 5 or 12.
Like I spent 15 minutes. I spent 15 minutes. I timed. I looked at my watch. I timed it. I spent 15 minutes with him trying to convince him that the shoes that I did not want him to wear were too small and to go and get the other ones and bring them to me. Right. And it's just, and he's just like, no. I'm like, yo, what? First of all, don't tell me no. Right. Second of all, like, I wanted to pull out the Megatron, right? Like, do as I command, right? Like,
he hit your ass with some Starscream shit, like.
And yeah, man, like they just don't. It's I miss my baby. It basically is what I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
like,
I've definitely had that feeling over the last like number of weeks. Like we have like when you walk upstairs in our house, like the hallway where my daughter's room is, like right outside of her room, like across from her room, that wall, and like above her door and above the bathroom, it's it's sort of like a that's the end of the hallway, right? Above the closets there are pictures, right, of her as a baby with like everybody, right? There's probably 30 pictures up there, right? Look, we're parents of a child we adopted, and like we couldn't have kids for years, so we're just like we're like very into being parents, and so we made this like these collages of pictures, right? They're really lovely, and I was looking at them when she was like acting insane one evening before bed, which is just a fucking a slog, and I'm just looking at these pictures. I was like, I remember how easy this was. I was just like, yeah, I miss that. I don't necessarily miss her being that young, because I like that, like, you can communicate with them, and like she understands a lot of things. And she's quite a smart kid, just like your son is. And it's just, it's cool for those things, but also like they can talk back and have their own opinions, which is maddening. Like, it's just like, please shut up. Just for the love of God, shut up.
Like, just do what I tell you.
And you don't want to be that kind of dad. You don't want to be like, just do it. Why? Because I said so. God damn. What the fuck are we talking about?
Like, I don't want to be because I said so, but I also don't want to have to explain myself to you.
Right.
Like,
you wouldn't be eating if it wasn't for me. Shut up. Shut up. Like, it's fun. It's funny because, you do try to avoid that trope of, right, do what I say because I said. But, like, like, my daughter is a negotiator. Like, she is. Like, that shit don't work. But she's like... but she's constantly, because she understands things, right? And like, or thinks she does, right? Like, so she's constantly like today we're like, all right, we're instituting this new bedtime rules, right? And we're like, we're going to read 2 books. And she's like, 3 books. And I'm like, it's not Vegas, my nigga. I said 2 books. Like, it's 2 books. She's like, how about 4 books? Come on down to 3. You come up to 3. Like, nah, I said 2. Like, it's just constantly like that. And like, there's been a couple times I'm like, I'm not negotiating with you. Like, I start getting really mad. And then she's like, right. All right. And then she's like, oh, negotiate? Oh, let me pick that word and throw that one in my back pocket. I'm gonna throw that right in your face in 2 weeks. And I'm like, all right, goddamn. Like, so it's so funny. Like, the other day, she has this book, right? That is, it's kind of like, find these objects, right? It'll have like a bunch of objects on the side, like an I Spy book, right? Like I Spy with my little eye, this thing, right? And we had taught her in this from this other book about like it had sea animals in it, and like one of them was a jellyfish, right? And it had a whole thing of like jellyfish light up in the water because of bioluminescence, which is a really large word for like a 2-year-old. Yeah. But she speaks very well. And so we were like emphasizing like that's what that word means, right? That's why, you know, lightning bugs, that's why they light up, right? Same thing. And like weeks later, she's looking in this other book and she's like, I spy, and she points to a jellyfish and says, I spy bioluminescence. I was like, yo, it's a jellyfish, you fucking show off. like, get out of here. But she just retains shit like that. And it's one thing to just retain that as a word, but it's another thing to like understand the meaning or like have a proper association for those words. So yeah, you just have to be like real careful into shit that you say. So yeah, using the word negotiate is this is definitely going to be something she says later on. Does your son do that? Yeah. Does he throw words back out at you like that you're not expecting?
Yeah, I can't think of many off the top of my head, but he says stuff like he said he said, "Oh Lord." I'm just like, yeah, well, guess what your son just said, right? I told my wife. She was like, "Oh, I don't know where you got that from."
Yeah. Okay. And that is them kicking back turns of phrases that you specifically use is so fucking weird to hear. You're like, when I say what? Yeah, my daughter my daughter the other day, what did she say? I asked her, I was like, oh, would you like, I don't know, like a fucking yogurt or whatever. And she was like, I feel like I wouldn't like that. And I was like, yo, that is exactly my language. I was like, please stop. Like, don't do that, yo. Like, I feel ... Like I could hear the dots being written in her head. I don't think I would like that. I was like, God damn it. Like, yeah, they figure out your pattern of speech. I mean, that's how they learn, is just by mimicking. But it's super weird to hear like those things kick back at you.
Yet for some fucking reason, he won't say please and thank you without me fucking prompting him to do it. And I'm
really?
Like, yo, yeah, I'm like, yo, I want yogurt. Like, and just a yogurt, please. I'm like, no, say a whole fucking sentence. Like, may I have some yogurt, please? And then he'll do this like, may I? Because I used to say, may I? In hopes that he would finish the sentence. And at this,
so you conditioned him to stop. That's funny.
And then it's like, may I? And then he'll say, have yogurt, please. And I'm like, no, I want you to say, may I have yogurt, please? And then we'll go through that like 3 times. And then he'll just say, say the whole thing, right? And he'll say, may I? May I? May I? May I? May I have some yogurt, please? And I'm just like, yo, all right, yo, shut up. Shut up. Stop fucking mocking me, man.
Yo, that's what it is. They know exactly what they're doing, yo. They do. They know exactly what they're doing. That's funny. He says, may I a bunch of times, like, this is what you wanted, huh?
This is what you said.
Yeah, stop asking me then. Stop asking. All right. That's your fault. May I? That's hilarious. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. Yeah, she has a please and thank you down most of the time. Like, she'll occasionally, I want a yogurt. And I'm like, relax. Like, run that back. Whereas my wife says, try again. And she's like, oh, my bad. But yeah, she's bad at use. Like if she says something to you and you say, thank you, she will then say thank you again. We're like, no, you got to say you're welcome. Yeah. She's like,
say you're welcome. That's why when he says thank you, I don't even say you're welcome because then he don't get it.
He's going to start mocking your ass about that. Oh, you're welcome, Dad. Is that what you want to do?
Right.
Punk.
He'll say you're welcome. I'm like, all right, yo, all right, get out of here, man. Get out of here.
Yeah,
you go to fucking bed. That's what you do.
Dude, there's sometimes I'm like, yo, what is it, 7:00? Fuck. An hour and a half. Wow. Yeah, but like, for all the bitching and complaining that we're doing, jokingly so, like, they're still just remarkable little people. Like, they just really are, and it's just really cool to see them, like, moving in this direction of like getting close to, like, she's not close, but she's like reading letters like in books, like on her own, which is the precursor.
She'll recognize certain letters in certain configurations and associate that word with it, right?
Right.
Like he doesn't know what little blue truck is, but he
Right.
knows, oh, okay, I know these set of letters mean little, these set mean blue, these set mean truck.
Right.
Got
exactly. It. Like she did something I thought was pretty cool. Like she started, like we wrote like mom, dad, like her name, like her grandfather's name and, you know, her grandmother's name, the name she uses for them. And she could read them only because, like you said, she could recognize what the letter was. So she knew, like, she knows M-O-M is mom, but she says mommy. Like, she knows that just from, you know, repetitiveness. But, like, for her to see, like, T and be like, T is for Tata, which is what she calls my father-in-law, right? Like, she knew what that word was, right? Like, she recognized the letters and stuff like that. That's kind of dope. Like, that's a precursor for reading, right? And it's just like, wow, all right, like, you're 2.5, right? Like, to be able to do that is pretty dope. Like, and so you're seeing them, like, I feel like when she reads for the first time, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Like, I'm just gonna lose it just because that is such an incredible milestone. But to see her, like, kind of getting in the zone for that shit is dope. Like, and also, like, she likes to read books, which is important, like, because a lot of people don't read. So yeah.
I don't understand that. Like, you ever read a children's book? Well, of course you do. But children's books are like 2 minutes.
Yeah, they're not long.
If that.
We do have one book, and I'm like, yo, this is way too long for a kid's book. Mr. Monkey, like Mr. Monkey Bakes a Cake. I'm like, nah, yo, these books are like novels. Like, yo, there's a lot going on in this book. Mr. Monkey's doing too much. Also, it feels like Mr. Monkey is a stand-in for a black dude, and I don't care for that. Like, I don't care for it. I don't care. I just don't care for it. Yo, I feel like it is.
She's gonna have her grow up not knowing what a monkey is. You know?
Yeah, no. There's no monkeys allowed in the house. Well, and it's funny because, like, when she was a baby, like, my wife, when she was growing up, because she used to climb on everything, her parents or her dad used to refer to her as like a nickname for her was Koti, which is like Hindu for monkey, right? Like, oh, little Koti. And I was like, no, we can't do that. Like, don't do that. Like, she's like, nope, nah, we good.
But look, you're not out of the ordinary, so to speak. When you censored the Giraffes Can't Dance book, I was like, all right. I mean, like that's a little weird to me, but like the song "No More Monkeys Jumping on the Bed."
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, not a fan of that.
They don't look. But the preschool that he goes to, they don't say that. They say "No more monsters jumping on the bed."
Oh, right. Interesting. Good. Wait, but good. No, look, us censoring that Giraffes Can't Dance or whatever book. It said they go to Africa and do a jungle dance. I'm like, yo, all of Africa is not a jungle, yo. It's not a jungle.
But you censored it to a country in Africa. Like,
it's not a jungle dance, yo. Just like pick a place, yo. It's not all of Africa is a jungle. Nah, yo, fuck that. Fuck that. Stop treating the motherland like that. That's racist. It's racist.
I mean, not all of Kenya is a jungle either. You know what I mean?
I don't know that. I don't know that. I've never been. I'm making the same racist assumption as the person who wrote this book. Nah, yo, you can't refer to an entire continent as the jungle, yo. That's not okay.
Yeah,
it's not okay.
Just refer to a whole country as the jungle.
It's smaller. Look, the world is just getting smaller. What do you want me to name a neighborhood? Knock it off. Yeah, the no more monkeys jumping on the bed. Yeah, that's not what I'm a huge fan of. I'm not a fan of it. Not a fan of it.
They just do monsters now. No more monsters jumping on the bed.
Yeah, she's heard the monkeys version, so she'll sing it occasionally. I'm like, let's sing something else. Like, nah, they white monkeys. Where they from? Where they from? Poland.
Let's sing something else. Let's sing something else like "Happy Birthday," right?
Yo, this story is so very specific to Baltimore. Yo, it's an incredibly specific story. So, like, you have to know Baltimore club music to truly appreciate this story. But So my daughter gets invited to a birthday party the other night at Chuck E. Cheese. This is her first like kid birthday party, besides like your son's birthday, but she was a baby then, right? And so in Baltimore, we have like Baltimore club music, like, you know, it's like anywhere, like they got like versions of birthday songs and like, you know, like it is what it is. It's just a part of the lexicon of being from this part of the country. And so when we're headed back home from this birthday party, she starts singing clearly the birthday song they sing at daycare. And she goes to like the HBCU of daycares, right? It is all black all day long. And I love it, right? It's a great daycare. And so she starts singing a happy birthday song, but it's the happy birthday song they play in the club, like in Baltimore clubs, because that's just how black people sing happy birthday here, right? Besides the traditional happy birthday song. But this is like the black Baltimore, like it's the niggerish version, right? So she starts singing like, if it's your birthday, make some noise. If it's your birthday, make some noise. Which, if you're from this area, you know exactly what song that is, which is the funniest shit of all time, right? I grew up here. I knew what it was immediately. She started singing it tonight as well. Which is just funny. Shit is hilarious. And, like, my wife has been here. She's been in Baltimore for, like, I guess it's probably been like 20 years, like since college, right? It's been like 20 something years. And so like the second my daughter started singing, we both looked at each other like, I'm sorry, what? Like we knew it immediately and we just both started cracking up. So yeah, that is like the most like Baltimore shit of all time. But yes, my daughter has been indoctrinated with or without my consent, which I'm okay with. I'm actually okay with it. Look, it's a part of her heritage, all right?
Like, I would much rather her say, if it's your birthday, make some noise. If it's your birthday, make some noise. Like, I would much rather her say that than whatever fucking pots and pans, trash ass, go-go music it is down here. It would be something that at least you can kind of geek out to
yeah, you can dance
your birthday,
to it.
make some noise. Right. Like, you can't dance to go-go music.
No.
God, I hope he doesn't get. Nah, that's one thing I will not. I will not allow him. I would not allow him to enjoy go-go music. You are not listening to fucking go-go music. Fuck that. Get the fuck out of
here. I love that. That's your line. That's your line. Like, nah, not my son.
Line.
Yeah, some people are like, no, my son can't be feminine or gay. No, fuck that. Micah's like, no, that's fine. I don't care about that. Go-go music, that's the line. Get out of here. What kind of self-respecting man would listen to that? No, that's hilarious. Right now, Anthony is writing a long message to us about why we're wrong. Save it.
Yeah, all right. Go ahead, do it. I'll put it right where all go-go needs to go, in the trash. Get out of here.
It's not my form of music. It's not my preferred hype music. But yeah, my daughter, a bit of a nigga, to be honest. That shit is hilarious. I couldn't be prouder, to be honest. All right, I think that's it for us. That was us just we're trying to keep it light because all the news about black people was super fucking depressing. Black people in America and black people in the Ukraine. So but we thought we'd bring you something fun, a little bit of dad talk. So we'll be back next week with
Make some noise. If it's your birthday, make some noise.
That's it.
All right, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that shit is wild.
I have to say, I taped it. I taped her singing it. I'll have to send it to you. It's fucking hilarious. She got the lyrics totally wrong, but she's like, but her heart's in it. Like she got the rhythm. Like she got the rhythm down. All right. So next week we will deal with Lakeview Terrace, which apparently is going to be amazing. Can't wait. All right. That'll be for episode 218, and we will see you guys next time.
See ya.
You're watching the Black on Black Cinema YouTube channel. Make sure you check out our full reviews of black movies, past and present. And every other week, we do a preview episode where we talk about a random topic that affects the black community.